Hello, everybody. It is the Q&A, guys. Actually, I'm waiting for someone to come in. So far, no one's here yet. Probably they're busy. But I do want to spread the word to everybody that we're finally on the air officially.
Let me go share that beer.
Okay. That was my wife.
Hiding in the background.
Uh, Let's see now. I got one viewer. Who could that be? Because we Hey guys, sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties with the internet. It just clunked out for some reason. I don't know why I did that. I really absolutely don't know why I did that. But yeah, so far no one's asked me any questions. Damn. Actually, no one's here. That's why. Got one person. I don't know. I figured this might happen. Okay. Oh, hey, Richard. Richard Core Kenobi is in the house. All my Nerdbender podcast colleagues. I'm glad you're here, man. Yeah, right now I'm trying to get this out there to share to everybody that would say, I am finally live. Yeah, I'm glad you're here, Rich. Hopefully we get more people in here. Oh, so if I have 2 people watching, awesome. And that person just left. Oh man. But yeah, this whole podcast, well, this whole thing was to celebrate 500 subscribers. Just my way of saying thank you. And I thought that what better way to celebrate than doing a Q&A with those 2,000 if they ever show up, or some of them show up. If it's some, that's good. If it's none, I don't know.
Trying to send some your way, dear.
Okay, thank you, hon. But yeah, it's kind of hard when you entertain just one person.
Want your crazy wife to go on and start asking you questions?
If you like, but I'm just saying, because you're family, you do not qualify to
I
go.
do not qualify for the gift card. That would be severe nepotism.
Bad nepotism, actually. Really bad. And Richard said F. But yeah, it is a Friday night, so probably a lot of people is either doing stuff, have plans, or nobody cares about me, which is fine.
Quit being a fuddy-duddy.
Who's being a fuddy-duddy?
You're being a fuddy-duddy.
I'm just saying the truth. I'm just saying the truth. I'm just a poor boy. Nobody loves me. I know you. I know you care, Rich.
You should sing that.
I don't sing. I do not sing. Thank you very much. Yeah, I said 8 o'clock, and no one showed. Oh boy, I am so sad.
Chris, be patient. It takes time.
I know. I know it takes time.
Well, that's why you should do something.
Like what? Those are the only two people watching right now. It's probably you and
show
Rich.
off your size.
My size?
Yeah, do a demonstration.
Like, what do you mean show off my size?
Ninja Turtles, your size.
Oh!
Not your size, your
My sigh.
Yes.
My sigh is what you're saying.
Is it sigh? It's plural. If there's two of them.
There's two. If it's more than one sigh, and oh my goodness, I got someone watching me. Saku798. Hello, man. Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, where are those? Go do a demonstration.
I hardly even practice, hon.
They're on one of your Ninja Turtle masks and.
Oh God. No one's gonna want to see me wear a Ninja Turtle mask and wielding my double size. No one wants to see that.
You'd be surprised.
Heck, hardly anyone's seen me here right now. It's all good, Thank you for liking my channel. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Is it pronounced Saku? I think it's pronounced that. Well, yeah. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for liking my channel. I don't know have you been watching my reaction? Like that. And we have Fireblaze Hector Compas. I remember you. I gave you a shout out not long ago, man. I'm glad you're here, man. So you asked the question, are there any death battles you hated? Yeah, I did. It said this is the first question of the night. Thank you, man. not a big fan of. One in particular was the Ninja Turtles Battle Royale. Not because of who won, because I definitely agree that Leonardo was going to be the winner, knowing how Leonardo is, especially when it comes to Leonardo and Raphael fighting one-on-one. But what I didn't like from that episode was how Wiz and Boomstick were talking about Michelangelo as if he was like the reject of the bunch. And I really didn't agree with that because I've been reading Ninja Turtle comic books for years, not just watching the cartoon show that we all know and love back in the 80s, but I've also read the comic books, like the very first editions of comic. And how they just quickly killed them off. You know what I mean? So I would say with that one would be my least favorite moment of Death Battle. I hope that answers your question, Hector, and thank you for answering. For asking a question. You definitely are in the drawing for a free money $25 gift card that I'm going to be giving away to a lucky person out there. And let me see, Brandon. Hey, what's up, man? You've been saying that can't wait to be on here, so I'm glad you're here. Oh man. Sasku, you said that you been watching my reaction videos. Thank you for watching my reaction videos. I hope you're entertained with them. And you asked me a question, so that automatically get you into the drawing for the $25 gift card that I'll be giving away in about probably around maybe close to 9 o'clock, give or take. But what is your favorite death battle? My favorite death battle of all time, I'm going to be honest with you, is Solid Snake versus Sam Fisher. I love how they execute that and how it pretty much merged the two franchises together to make this battle. It was just so wonderfully done. I think Tori did an amazing job with it. The analysis by Wiz and Boomstick and the research team, I totally agree with it. I totally agree with the research. At first I was picking Sam Fisher, but it is what it is when you find out that the research pretty much speaks for itself. You know what I mean? So, but still, how they execute that fight between Sam Fisher and Solid Snake was just amazing. That will always be my top favorite death battle. So, yeah. So, let me put your name in this little search engine that I like, a little name picker. It picks people at random. I'll put you on the side. Are there any more questions, guys? Like I said, it's a Q&A. You can ask me any questions. Doesn't just have to be about Death Battle. It can also be about anything, because I'm also a wrestler, believe it or not. A pro wrestler. I also do a lot of things. Like I said, I'm an open book, guys. Ask me any questions you want. Richard Korknobi, you asked a question. What was your favorite part about Voltron versus the Megazord? I hope you guys watched that battle. My favorite part in that one, besides Voltron winning, of course, is how they were poking fun with each other in ways, like how usually the battles are in Power Rangers, how they were saying, like, usually we fight first and then we go into our giant robots and fight. It was kind of poking fun poking fun of itself, which was actually great. I actually enjoyed it. I think people who understood the Power Rangers and even Voltron would understand those jokes. But for people like me and people like you, Rich, yeah, we understood it very, very clear. So yeah, that was my favorite part of that show, of that episode of the Megazord versus Voltron. So yeah, and because of that, Rich, you also are in the running for this. Uh, I did say family's not allowed, but technically, yes, you consider me as a brother. However, though, we're not blood related, so I guess you count as well. I think. So yeah. Okay. So there's some conversation. Wolverine versus a Xenomorph. Are you talking about the Xenomorph from Aliens? Hector, are you talking about the Xenomorph from Aliens? Because if that's the case, I would say Wolverine. I don't know if that acid can eat through adamantium, in my opinion. I don't think so. Uh, Brandon said Dante versus Bayonetta. I don't know what he meant by that. I think you are you asking me about my thoughts on Bayonetta versus Dante? You know, Sasku was asking me who would win, Pac-Man or Danny Phantom. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know who Danny Phantom is. I honestly don't know who Danny Phantom is, unfortunately. Reason why, because I'm not a big, huge fan of the current Nickelodeon product, except for the Ninja Turtles, the new Ninja Turtles show. I love that one very much. But as far as like, do I know Danny Phantom? Don't know who it is, so I can't really give you an honest opinion. I know who Pac-Man is, but I don't know who Danny Phantom is, unfortunately. But okay, Brandon, you were telling me that was your favorite. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. The Dante versus Bayonetta was actually a really good battle, in my opinion. Was really good. I think Tori did an awesome job with that one too. At first, I was a little bit irked when I saw Trish and Jean going in there because I was thinking like, okay, no outside help, but it was just a segue into introducing DBX. But other than that, it was good. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people enjoy it. I know some people out there was like, oh, there's a fallacy and this and that, and I think you know who I'm talking about, guys. But the thing is, you can't put in video game mechanics into these types of, and that's why I always feel that using these video game characters is always tricky because you can't tell which is canon or player influence. So it's always a tricky beast to handle, in my opinion. A very tricky beast, in my opinion. Well, so far 7 people is watching me right here, right now. That's pretty good. I like, it's almost like I have a group of people in front of me talking. So I know I wasn't gonna get a lot of people, and that's I'm humble that way, because I do have 2,500 subscribers. So sometimes I'm not very well known. So it is what it is. Okay. Saku asked me again, who is your favorite wrestler? It's kind of hard. It's kind of broad. It's kind of broad to ask me that because of the fact, what era, what generation.
Mick Foley.
What? That's my wife had to energetic, pretty much get into my podcast, try to get some publicity.
If that was true, I'd crazy head.
Yeah, she's just trying to get publicity for her stream and stuff like that, and her channel and stuff like that. Yeah, it's Kimmy Rose.
Shut up! I don't need a shout out.
Okay, but anyway, my favorite wrestler of all time is Mick Foley. Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love. He was the one that actually inspired me to be a wrestler. You know, in terms of like my all-time favorite, it's him. I have other favorites. I know some people might be uncomfortable hearing this guy's name, but Chris Benoit is my favorite wrestler. I kind of separate his wrestling career from his personal life. I know some people might be asking, do you think he really did it? I mean, to me, it is what it is. But unfortunately, he did. And but from what the autopsies pretty much uncovered, his mind was not in the right place. He had dementia and stuff like that. And he had an episode, killed his wife and child and stuff. But I still like to remember him as the wrestler. The current product of WWE, there's a lot of people I like guys like Kevin Owens, Cesaro. I even like Roman Reigns, guys. You know, I'm that type of wrestling fan who doesn't just look for guys who can go in the ring. I like to look at guys who can actually interact with the crowd and get a reaction and stuff like that. You know, even like in the stage of the game with the WWE, it is what it is. I mean, they're gonna look for someone that can actually sell tickets and fill up seats. You know what I mean? So, let's see who else is here. Gravitrix, hey, what's up, man? Glad you're here. And Albie Zurihan is here too. I'm glad you're here. And you're asking me a question. Am I in college? No, I'm not in college. I'm actually a graduate from college. I have my bachelor's degree. I teach in a elementary school right now in where I live. I actually graduated like trying to think when. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. 2000 was it 2008? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long while. I would like to think 2008. Yeah, 2008, because I remember the year after that is when I married my wife Kimberly. So yeah, it was 2008. I got my degree, and you know I started teaching and stuff, and there are good times and bad times with it, you know. But did I enjoy college? Yeah, it was good to finally be independent and whatnot. And so I hope that answers your question. Let's see. Ominous Hornet is here. What's up, man? What's up? Okay. Let me answer some questions. Brandon Mitchell, once again, he asked me a question. Is what do you think of the outcome of Bowser and versus Ganon and Joker versus Sweet Tooth? Okay, and that was for Death Battle. Bowser versus Sweet Tooth. No, no. I got them mixed up. Bowser versus Ganon. If I remember correctly, Ganon won that fight. I sort of agreed with it, but I know a lot of people had some very disagreements with it, mainly because of the fact that, you know, they felt that the Ganon thing was a fallacy or whatnot. Their reasoning was fallacy. But I kind of agree with it, but I also see an outcome where Bowser could win as well. And I'm trying to remember who I predicted would win that battle. I predicted Bowser to win. Mainly because of all the stuff he went through. Like a lot of stuff he went through, like falling, going through black holes and bathing in lava almost unscathed and stuff. I thought he would have had it, but they casing. And it seemed legit, but again, I don't look at these as complete absolute results. I look at it as a possible outcome. So that's why I wasn't being, you know, salty as some people out there are always salty when they don't get their way when it comes to death. was Joker that was going to win, and I knew. I was like, yep, I knew it. I said I knew he was going to win. Mainly because of how he's so manipulative. He was very manipulative, and he could always manipulate anybody, no matter how strong. He even manipulates Superman. So for someone like Sweet Tooth, who is always has the mindset of kill, 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 you know, it was a no-brainer that he was going to get manipulated by him, and pretty much took a whiff of that Joker toxin and laughed himself to death. So the only thing I was questioning, would the Joker toxin work on him? But it turns out it did. You know what I mean? It could even worked on Superman. So here you go. All right. Derpy Pelican, I think that's you. Yeah, Derpy Pelican. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming here. Thank you. All right. Abby asked me, Abel, I think that's it, asked me a question, a really good question. What are my thoughts on Harambe? Everyone's talking about that gorilla Harambe. People are making memes about Harambe and whatnot. But anyway, my thoughts on it is, I know a lot of people, it's a huge debate because it's the life of an animal. What happened was, I do feel that the parents should have been, paying attention to that child, but it's unfortunate that they had to do what they had to do, was to shoot Harambe for the safety of the child. And I'm always been a firm believer, humans comes first. Could have done something else. I think that, and I've seen, when people try to tranquilize animals, it doesn't work right away. And when you hit them and it hurts, those things hurt and they're going to go wild. So imagine that gorilla going wild and ends up hurting that child. You never know. You never know what's going to happen, guys. That's something that you have to think about. But at the end of the day, humans comes first. You know what I mean? It's a child. You know what I mean? Are you gonna sacrifice a child's life for an animal? You know what I mean? So, it like I said, humanity comes first, in my opinion. All right. Z Vector, thank you very much for being here, man. I really appreciate you being here. And you asked me, Marvel or DC? That depends. Oh, that depends. When I was younger, I was more of a Marvel guy because I was so into X-Men. But lately, when I started to get deep into DC, I started to like DC more because I feel it has movies. Okay. All right. You asked me about movies. Okay. In terms of animated movies, DC all the way. If you ever watch their animated movies like Under the Red Hood, some of their Superman movies and the Justice League movies, they do the best work when it comes to, the animated movies. But unfortunately, with the live action, it's a huge hit and miss. I think the only ones that actually was very successful in terms of DC were like the early Superman movies, like Superman 1 and 2, and the Batman movies, except for Batman and Robin. We shouldn't think about that. Didn't mind Batman Forever, but bat nipples. Gotta hate them, huh, guys? So, but as a whole, I kind of started to like DC more than Marvel, in my opinion. But I do like Marvel, the Marvel live action movies, like the X-Men. I love Iron Man, the Hulk, the Avengers. So I would say this live action, definitely Marvel. I love when it comes to animated movies, definitely DC. All right. No, I'm getting a lot of questions here, guys, and a lot of people is getting in there. And Gary Owen, hey, thank you for coming. Is this a good death battle? Honda versus Acura because of spectral stuff. Oh, oh my god. Oh yeah, that's because he said Gray Owens. All right, sorry about that. Sorry if I say your name wrong. But yeah, I think Spectral Star would like that, especially the fact that every time he sees a car commercial while reacting to a video, he says cars. He does it better though. Death battle idea for that. I don't know. Honda versus Accord. Is it Acura? Yeah, Acura. I don't know. I don't know too much about cars, to be honest with you. But I know what you mean, man. Ask me, Team Captain America or Team Iron Man? I'm siding with Iron Man. I'm gonna side with Iron Man on this one. Oh boy. Go through some of this stuff, see if I missed anybody that I've talked. Okay, Galvatrix. Hey, do you agree with Luigi versus Tails? Do I agree with Luigi versus Tails? Yeah, I do, because let's face facts here. Tails is a goddamn genius compared to Luigi. They talked about his IQ, so didn't surprise me that he would outsmart someone like Luigi. In terms of strength, they mentioned about Tails lifting up, I think 100 tons or something like that, which I kind of find that a little bit far-fetched. I think that's just for the game or something like that, but they still use that as a feat. I don't know why they did, but they still did. But do I agree with the fight? Yeah, I agree with that. Do I see a different outcome? Another possible outcome where Luigi wins? Yeah, I do. Like I said, I'm not one of those guys that's gonna say, "Oh, they're completely wrong." I look at it as possible outcome. You know what I mean? That way, I don't feel like I'm being too salty or sound like I'm, being butthurt or something. I mean, it's for our entertainment, guys. They're doing this to entertain us by using research, and for people to say that they're being biased and stuff like that, I think it's ridiculous. That's just me. But yeah. All right. Richard Core Kenobi wanted to ask me, who do I want to see fight in the Ultimate Senshi Tournament? I know some of you guys never heard of Ultimate Senshi Tournament. It's by this YouTuber name of Turbo Turtle, and he does crossover battles, kind of like Death Battle and stuff. Not as good as Death Battle, but it's good enough where it's enjoyable. It's really good. And he's right now doing a tournament of all these crossover characters. And the tournament looks really good. You guys should actually definitely go get a chance to watch it. And also, just not long ago, Richard Corcono himself is the narrator for the show, and he does a really good job. He's a good voice actor. Hopefully, one day he'll get a big, huge opportunity. I mean, he did also try to audition for the Joker for Death Battle, and unfortunately, he didn't get it. But his laugh, oh my God, sends you chills. Richard Core Kenobi's laugh would send you freaking chills down your freaking spine. Oh my god. When I still think about that. Let's see any more questions, guys. You guys have come up with some good questions. All right. Ian Kane. All right. He's here. What's up, man? All right. All right. So you asked the question, are you guys planning to do a Bender podcast about Gene Wilder? That's a really good question. Especially with all the celebrities that died this year. I mean, a lot of good celebrities have died this year that I don't know. We already set the schedule of what we're going to be talking about for our next podcast and also for December as well. But maybe down the line we can do a little special, about talking about Gene Wilder because, in my opinion, Gene Wilder was one of the best actors, not just acting but performing, singing, and dancing. He was so great. He was the total package, in my opinion. I mean, back in the day, actors had to be good at singing, dancing, and acting. They had to be the total package to be the real deal. Unfortunately, he never won an Oscar. I couldn't believe he never won an Oscar. I don't just remember him for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. He done some really good performances outside of that movie. You know what I mean? Like Blazing Saddles, he did great. Young Frankenstein. Even his when he did stuff with Richard Pryor, oh my god, was pure gold to see those two together, like Stir Crazy and See No Evil, Hear No Evil. It's sad that he died. It's really sad that he died. I wish he was still alive to this day. I know he was going through some Alzheimer's disease, I believe, was one of the reasons why he died. But he was getting up in age, guys, and it's sad. It's unfortunate that, a talent like him had to go, to leave this world. But yeah. So yeah. But Ian Kane, I'm glad you asked the question. And that was a good question because we never really talked about if we talked about the deaths of people. Well, we're nerds. All four of us, me, Spectral Star, Your Only Mate, and Richard Core Kenobi, we're all nerds, and we talk about nerd things, nerd stuff. But with someone like Gene Wilder, one of the all-time greats in Hollywood, it was a shame to find out that he died. It kind of hit hard, almost as hard as finding out that Robin Williams died. It's unfortunate. Okay. Let's see who has any more questions. Because you guys are asking me great questions. Mostly about Death Battle. About some other stuff. Okay. Gray Owen, you're asking, what is my favorite death battle in season 3 so far? Your favorite is Joker versus Sweet Tooth and Mewtwo versus Shadow. Those were good. Like I was mentioning, Joker versus Sweet Tooth was a really good battle. And also Mewtwo versus Shadow. To this day, people are still debating whether that was right or wrong. You know how I am. But my favorite so far in season 3. In season 3 would be Tay versus Bayonetta. In terms of 3D battles. In terms of 2D battle, I have to go with Terry Bogard versus Ken Masters. So far, that was their best, in my opinion, one of their top best 2D fights for Death Battle for season 3, in my opinion. Yeah, so, okay. V. Victor asked me a question, and he says a hard one. If you only be able to watch one movie next year, which one? Oh my God. I kind of am out of the loop on some of the movies that are coming out next year. Oh man, if I can only watch one movie that's coming out next year. Damn. And I don't even know a list of the movies that's coming out so far. Shoot. I can't even think. I know Power Rangers, the reboot of Power Rangers is coming out next year. There wasn't one movie I wanted to watch. I would have to say the third Wolverine movie that's coming out pretty soon. I think that's coming out next year. I would love to see that one. You know? Yeah, that is a hard question, man. Very hard. Not hating, but it's a question, man. It was a good question because even I didn't know. Even I did not know. Oh man, you guys are awesome, man. Coming to this stream, you know, I might do this again down the line with a bigger prize. Just remember, guys, doing the giveaway in maybe about 20 more minutes. Doing the giveaway to give a lucky winner a $25 gift card, and it's a gift card you can use anywhere you want. You know, it's not restricted to any. It's not restricted to any store. You can use it anywhere you want. Okay, Mark Caliber is here in the house. Thank you for coming here. Have you seen the trailer of the new Power Rangers movie and the new Power Ranger Mega Battle video game? I've seen them both. The new movie, I like the tone of it. To me, it was showing like these are troubled teens with their personal lives and personal problems, and they come together for a cause and stuff. I also like the fact that they do these new powers where the powers are even shown even without, you know, the costumes and whatnot. So I thought that was a good touch. I was still iffy about Rita Repulsa, but the way how this actress execute her, I got hooked. So I really can't wait to see this movie. I'm actually really curious to see this out. And if they do a sequel, we might even see the Green Ranger in it. Who knows? And as for the new game, I saw it and I really want to play it. Unfortunately, I don't have Xbox One or PlayStation 4. So I can't play it, but I thought it was great. I thought it looked great. Hey, when did you and Richard meet each other? And that was Galvatrix. If I remember correctly, me and Richard, he pretty much answered, pretty much commented on one of my videos. It was on my review with, my review on, what was the name again? It was Yang versus Tifa. I did a review on it. I didn't do a reaction to that because a lot of people were spoiling it. So I wanted to be fair and say, I'll just review it and stuff. And I mentioned something about Tori. I felt that his animation of Yang didn't do justice to what Monty Oum did. And he pretty much came up and say, you know, I don't know if you should say that because he was pretty much mentored by Monty Oum and stuff. And at first I was kind of caught off guard. I was like, okay, is he being but I was taking being professional. I said, you know what, I'll just say, okay, well, thank you for letting me know that. And you know, it was just my opinion. I just felt that it wasn't as good as the actual Ruby show, Ruby show. But then he said something that he said, I think you're one of the best YouTubers out there. I'm like, oh, thank you. I didn't feel like I was, you know what I mean? I didn't really felt I was. But then we still started talking back and forth, and we became good friends after that, you know. And I subscribed to his channel because I checked out his reaction videos, and I thought they were great. I thought they were awesome. You guys need to check out his stuff. Richard Cord Kenobi. We'll search him on YouTube. And he does a lot of good, and he's very insightful with his reviews and stuff. He even had his own crossover show where he talks about two fighters going at it, and he does really good research. So he's even on a research team for Cartoon Fight Club, which is actually great that he got that opportunity. So but yeah, as my opinion on him, I think he's a very swell guy. Very loyal. I never see him as like a person that would stab anyone in the back. But I'm really glad I met him. Really glad I met him. All right. Jetpack Superheroes. Oh my God. Can't believe you guys are here. Man, I'm glad you're here, guys. I was actually on their podcast not long ago being a guest there, and I had a great time. The group of 3 guys doing a podcast, and they also do their band as well in New England. And I haven't heard some of the music yet. I think I heard one of them, and I wanted to hear more of them. But I'm glad they're here, man. Thank you for being here. And they asked me a question. They said, John Cena versus Superman, who wins, or is it a mirror a mirror match? I see where you say the mirror match because people always call him Super Cena. Who would I think would? Superman's still gonna win them. I'm sorry, but I don't believe that John Cena is powered by Earth's yellow sun and has almost unlimited power, unfortunately. But guys, thank you for coming, man. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you being here. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome. I like talking with you guys. Like I said, I don't mind doing more of this down the line because it's just an awesome experience so far, because it's almost as if I'm talking to a group of people face to face while you're asking me questions. Yeah, I haven't scrolled down yet on some more questions because I'm right now putting names for the drawing of who wins the $25 gift card for this giveaway. And like I say, if I do this again, the prize will be a little bit more extravagant, but not too extravagant. No, I'm not going to go up to, like I say, I'm going to buy you consoles because I don't have the budget for that. Only someone like McJuggernuggets has a budget for that, which it's amazing that he's able to do that, I don't know if any of you guys know who McJuggernuggets is, so. Okay. All right. Total Power. Hey, what's up, man? I'm glad you're here. All right, what question you asking me? How come hot dogs come in packages of 8 and buns come in patches of 10? I don't know. I really don't know. I asked myself that same question too. It doesn't make any bit of sense because they do come in 8, but yet the buns come in 10. Like, so what happens when you have one pack and another pack? The hot dog is going to finish first, but then you have 2 extra buns. What are you going to do with them? Eat them as is, Oh my God. Oh, that was a good question. I like that question. Does anyone have questions like that for me? Like I said, you can ask me any freaking question, guys. Any question, even about my personal life. Even we can even go as far as like YouTubers I don't even like, and I don't mind shooting. When I say shoot, meaning like being very honest with certain YouTubers and stuff like that. What's your favorite season of Death Battle? And this is Brandon Mitchell again. I would have to say season 2. Season 2 really picked things up. Their production, in my opinion. Gray Owen again. Do you think Spectre Star needs a video game and the bosses are cars? Oh my god, you're never gonna let this down with them, huh? When it comes to cars. Do I see him in a video game? Yeah. Bosses as cars. Now we're talking cars from Disney and Pixar of him facing. Because I don't know. I think with his hair gives him strength. So I think you with his hair as long as it is, and usually the length of your hair shows how much power you have. He's too OP for cars. Let's just say that. All right. Sasku says, I didn't like Knuckles versus Donkey Kong because they forgot Knuckles' power-ups from the game. Yeah, I don't know why they kind of exclude that. And, you know, Sonic was able to turn into Super Sonic, and he used his power-ups, and Tails was able to turn into Super Tails, I think, I believe, if I'm not correct. But they didn't do that with Knuckles. So I don't know if they were trying to make the fight fair. I don't know, but anyway. Sorry, but I have to go to a family errand. Thanks for responding, bro. No problem, Mark. But just to let you know, you're still in the drawing. All right. I heard the Total Power was asking, I heard the making of Teen Titans a movie. Your thoughts? I think that would be a wonderful idea to have a live-action Teen Titans movie. I've seen a animated version from, you know, it was Justice League versus Teen Titans, I think. And I thought I liked it. I liked that one. And I was hoping that one day down the line, they make DC makes an animated movie of Teen Titans. Yes, there was the Tokyo thing, you know, but I honestly feel that you know, I love the Teen Titans of old, you know, back when it says like Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go. That one sucks balls. Unfortunately, I watch it with my son. I'm forced to it, and sometimes I find that one tolerable. I tolerate that more than SpongeBob. I hate SpongeBob. SpongeBob go fuck himself. Okay, so right there and then. But a live action Teen Titans, I see that happening. Let's just hope they do a good job with it, because I've been hearing horror stories of Batman v Superman and the Suicide Squad. All right. V Victor is saying Wolverine, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Star Wars 8. Oh, he was talking about the movies that's coming out next year. Yeah. Like I said, I'm actually more looking forward to seeing Wolverine, the third movie of Wolverine. And yeah, I pretty much answered this question, Saskia. You're asking, do you like Teen Titans or Teen Titans Go? Teen Titans! Teen Titans I like. Teen Titans Go suck. They suck. But like I said, I tolerate it to a point because my son loves that show. And when you're a father, sometimes you have to like sit back and just go through the torture of watching shows you don't want to watch. I'm just blessed that my son doesn't like Barney the dinosaur. Okay? I'm blessed with that. I am blessed with that. All right? So, all right. Dead Luquendo 9000. Thank you for coming here. All right. Who do you think would win between Terry Bogard and Kaio Kasanagi? I know who you're talking about. Kaio or Kyo is one of the fighters from King of Fighters. I play with him sometimes and with Terry Bogard. I don't know in terms of backstory, like the background of Kyo. I don't know much about him. You know, I know he's one of the main characters of King of Fighters, and I love playing King of Fighters, but I mostly play with like the Fatal Fury guys, and sometimes I play with Kyo. But to say, you know, go deep into research on knowing who Kyo is, I don't know. I have to do a lot of research on that. If we're talking about game only and not using Terry from the anime, if we use Terry from the anime, then I would feel that Terry would definitely win because he defeated a god, the god of freaking war, you know. But in terms of video game wise, that's up in the air. You know, I have to be fair with that one. So, but I do play with Keo sometimes, and no slouch at all. Yeah, it was also great being on that podcast, Jetpack Superheroes. It's really fun. You guys should go check them out too. Please search on YouTube, and they do a lot of really good podcasts, and even do their music numbers and stuff. It's really good. All right, let's see who else has any questions I can answer. Richard Corcono, maybe we shall. Oh, Gray. Okay, he was answering Gray. Okay. So, Richard, do you agree that Sub-Zero is fighting Glacius because Ken versus happened? I can answer that. It's possible. It's really possible. You know, I like to see that Glacius from Killer Instinct versus Sub-Zero would be a really interesting fight. Would be a really, really interesting fight. And Gravitrix was saying, I know who Majuggernuts is. I've been watching his videos when the Psycho series started in 2012. Wow, that's a long time. For me, my first time watching him was the infamous mowing down the video games. That was the first video I watched because that one went viral, and I actually thought it was real. And I was actually hooked with the show mainly because of the fact how gripping it was. It was so gripping. It was very, very gripping. It wasn't just a guy breaking his son's toys and stuff. It was about, you know, a kid's struggle to try to get his father to understand him. You know what I mean? And I'm still miffed of the fact that he didn't win Show of the Year on the Streamies. I'm still miffed about that. And he was considered one of the most voted on that website. And it said it. It said it. But no disrespect to Phil DeFranco. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve it. But I didn't see his name anywhere where it said that he was trending. Nowhere. So it was kind of weird. You know what I mean? But if you know, you and me, Gravich, we've seen what his family went through. You and I saw what his family went through. They went through hell and high water. You know, hell and high freaking water. How long have I been doing YouTube? Who asked me that? Someone asked me that. Oh yeah, Sasku asked me. I've been doing YouTube almost a little bit that it began. That it first started. That's almost a long time ago. So yeah, almost a long time ago I've done it. I first started doing like tribute music videos, like Power Rangers, not Power Rangers, Transformers, Gundam Wing. I was doing that stuff, and then I kind of stopped for a little bit, and then I started doing more vlogs like this. So I've been doing it for quite some time. And I was hooked the moment I let my heart out on some issues that's going on in the world, and I was hooked. But then I started doing stuff on crossover battles because they're so interesting to talk about. So I would say about maybe, I think 8 years. If I'm right. Yeah, 8 years. So yeah. Yeah, keep these questions coming, guys. Umbra Castaway. I'm calling it. Amy is winning next death battle. Hey. All right. Yeah, you guys are flooding me with questions. I'm so happy with this, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. video because I love this hat. Love this hat to death. All right, Jetpack Superhero says that Chris, I gotta go. He has to leave, but definitely great to see your live stream. We are ironing out the kinks for a live stream fight comparison with WWE pay-per-views. We'll keep you posted. You got first guest spot. Awesome! I'm gonna be a guest in that show again. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. All right. Let's ask more questions before I do this giveaway. Dead. I remember him. I remember him now. The Deadpool fan. I can't even pronounce this. Quilindo, something like that. 9,000. If I punch myself and it hurt, am I weak or am I strong? I don't know. I think if you punch yourself, you're stupid. Am I weak or am I strong? I'll be honest with you. I don't know. What do you think, honey? Honey, I'm talking to my wife. Kimmy. Kimmy. Oh, she's on her earbuds.
Oh, sorry.
Now I know how it feels because when I'm on my earbuds and she tries talking to me, she's like talking to herself, and I'm not. It's like, say what? Were you talking to me? But yeah, I think if you punch yourself and it hurt, you deserve it. If it doesn't hurt, then more power to you. Supersonic X, you asked for a shout out, you got a shout out. You got your shout out. All right. All right. Umber Castaway says Duo doesn't add enough hype into his reactions. Fair. Very, very fair. I know I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. I try to give a little bit of hype, but it is what it is. But thank you for your honest opinion. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your honest opinion, because your opinions matter to me, because it lets me know what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. You know what I mean? So, trying to remember if we interacted before. I think it was around Bayonetta versus. Have I watched Goku? This is from Supersonic X. Have I watched Goku versus Saitama by Mastar Media? I never seen it, but thank you for letting me know about that. So I'll definitely check them out. I'll definitely check those guys out. Never seen it. I've seen other versions of Saitama versus Goku. So, yeah, I'm not gonna take it seriously. Like, I'm open to criticism, and what you had to say was constructive. It was constructive criticism. It's not like you're saying, "Oh, you suck," and this, and you don't even have any explanation, and you just say you suck. You know what I mean? So, no, don't worry about it, man. I mean, you wanted to be honest, and you were, and I appreciate that. It gives me something to think about for the next time I do reaction videos. You know what I mean? So, all right. Gray Owen, have you played any Nintendo games? I've been playing the Nintendo games since I was 5 years old, and I'm 33. So yeah, I've been playing Nintendo games for years. For years. Gravitrix asks, "Hey Duo, what's your favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game of all time?" I'll tell you. It is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 connected with Sonic and Knuckles. To be one of the best Sonic games out there, in my opinion. And that's like old school right there. Old school. Very old school. I'm an old school kind of guy. If you and Abel asks, if you had one superpower, what would it be? Oh my god. One? Does it have to be one? There's so many I want. If I had to, teleportation. That way, yeah, and the type of teleportation where I think of a place and go to it. That way I don't have to worry about, driving cars and stuff, and I can take my wife to Paris with a flick of an eye, not having to worry about, all the paperwork and passports and stuff like that, and, but I wouldn't use it for stealing stuff and whatnot, but mostly the travel. It's mostly the travel. But like I said, not to sneak into movies and stuff like that, and I don't want to be a criminal. I don't know. That didn't make sense, because if I go to a country without knowing no one, that's still the same thing. Damn. I don't know. But still, teleportation would be good to have. Oh man. All right, and about I'm still gathering up names. That's being very interactive and asking me questions, and because I really thank you guys. I want to thank you guys, and even though it's just 10 people of you watching me, I still appreciate that. It's kind of like having 10 people right in front of me and we're talking. Okay. Total power, you ask. Reason why Terry won, they didn't use Banana Ken. Oh, Banana Ken from Street Fighter V. Oh, Street Fighter 5. Okay.
Excuse me.
No one can be the Banana X. I don't know that Ken. And plus, I'd never played Street Fighter 5 yet, mainly because I don't have PS4, excuse me, or Xbox One. That's pretty much one of the reasons why. Soon I will. Soon. Oh yeah, I remember Hector was saying that he got more subscribers because of the shout out I gave him. So I'm glad I helped out, man. Really glad I helped you out, Hector. All right. Dimitri Gabriel. Where would you go if you were able to live in any state? Virginia. I love Virginia. I went there as a kid on vacation. It just looks so good. That place looks so great to live. And I was like telling my mom, can we live here one day? Yeah, Virginia, and I wouldn't mind going to places like, Busch Gardens. So I went there, and Virginia Beach was great too. That would be a great place to go. Thank you for coming, Dimitri. You guys are so awesome. Umbra Castaway, you asked, do you know Fran Bao, and would you do a Let's Play? I don't know who Fran Bao is. A Let's Play, I've actually been wanting to do a Let's Play, but I need capture cards for that, and capture cards are very expensive. They go up to about $200 for this little box thing just to connect game console to your computer. A Let's Play, I would love to do a Let's Play, like do a live stream or something like that. That's something I've always wanted to do, but gonna need the equipment, and at a teacher salary, and I have bills and stuff and a family to support, can't really get that, unfortunately. Cannot really get that. Have you heard of Undertale? Undertale, that's from Supersonic X. No, never heard of them. No, Undertale, no. Richard Cordnovi said, if you got an Xbox One, then you, me, May, and Star would play games on NB. What's NB? What's NB? Nerdbender. Oh, Nerdbender. Took me a while. Took me a while to think. I can't believe that, Chris. Gray Owens asked, what time zone do I live in? Eastern. Live in the East. Dimitri Gabriel asked, what YouTuber would you want to collab with if you had the chance? That is a really good question. There are so many YouTubers I would like to collab with one day. Oh, boy. Damn. God, there's so many. Like right now, I collab with my good friend Richard Kenobi and Spectral Star and You Only Made for Nerdbender podcast. But if we're talking about like a big successful YouTuber, oh my god. It would be McJuggernuggets, because I would like to be part of his, that world that he creates and like his skits and be a character in his thing. I would love to do that. I mean, I was had the opportunity, me and my wife had the opportunity to meet him in person and also be part of one of his vlogs and even be part of Uncle Larry's skits. So that was, but in terms of like say, like doing like playing a character in a series of his, I would love to do that. I wouldn't mind making the commute from where I live to New Jersey to do that. Wouldn't mind it. But at the same time, I have to stop by at Pennsylvania, where my wife is from, just to see her family before going to there. Which is fair. It's very fair. Okay. All right. We're almost time for the getting people in, because I know all you guys are subscribed to me. I know all you guys, so I trust you all. I just hope I'll be able to contact you in private so that way I can get your mailing information, so that way I can mail this out to you and stuff. That's why I say hope you have Twitter and stuff. If not, I might talk to you privately on YouTube. Like there's a message thing you can go on and stuff. But yeah, again, I really appreciate you guys coming here and watching, doing this Q&A with me and stuff. I really appreciate it. Really, really, really appreciate it. This means a lot. That's okay, Brandon. We'll figure something out if you get picked. We'll figure something out how I can get your information if you win, so I know you're subscribed, and I thank you for that. Thank you, Supersonic X. All right. Let's get one more, maybe a few more questions, then we start doing the thing. Duo, if Pokemon was real, what Pokemon would you choose? If Pokemon were real, I would choose Squirtle as my first Pokemon.
How did I know?
Oh, be quiet. I like water-type Pokemons because when I think of water, I think of Bruce Lee when he says, be like water, water is like, can break through stone. It's formless. Like you can put in the cup, it becomes the cup. Put water in the bottle, it becomes the bottle. So I think of that, with Squirtle. Dimitri says, I have 2 out of 3. Is that okay? It's okay, Gabriel. Like I said, I just have to figure out how I can contact you in private because I don't want you to give out your, address for the whole world to see. You know what I mean? So, Dimitri, you also choose Charizard if Pokemon are real. A lot of people would. I don't like going into live streams where there is like 1,000 people watching. I agree with that, Umbra Castaway, mainly because like you get lost in a sea of people. And I'll be honest with you, 10 and 8 of you here, it's easy to manage. It's easy to manage, especially that I'm picking out the names of people who are asking me questions and putting them into this program where it just picks a person at random and stuff. So it's a lot easier. But I get what you mean. Like, it's flattering to have thousands of people watching you, but in a live stream, and I think of it as like you have to pick and choose to talk. I mean, it'll take forever to talk to them. I mean, my wife been on a couple of live streams when it comes to Jesse and also Juliet Riley, and sometimes she gets lost in the shuffle. You know what I mean? So, all right. I'm just gonna say Deadpool 9000. Okay, I'm just gonna say Deadpool 9000. Most unfair death battle in your opinion? I would have to say, like, the most unfair death battle would have to be Peach versus Zelda, and the reason why is because I felt with their research, I felt they used a lot of stuff that didn't really have to do with the timeline of Super Mario Brothers and the Mario games and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, she's no freaking slouch, but like stuff from the sports games, the Mario sports games, it was kind of a little bit on the unfair side to me. Even for this season, with Cammy versus Sonya, even though if they did include that Sonya can break through steel, they used that feat from the whole from the test your mic thing, and I feel like, well, if you're gonna use that, then every single character from Mortal Kombat does that. So I thought it was a little unfair, but even if they didn't use it, I do agree that she would have the odds in favor victory over Cammy, in my opinion. Nuon King, good time, huh? Big boss. All right. Gavatrix, I'm gonna answer this one real quick. Hey Duo, what's your favorite McJuggernauts video from the Psycho series? Mine is when Jesse smoked Jesse's live stream. Oh yeah, I remember he smoked him out of his room while he was doing a live stream. Oh, that's what you meant to say, live stream. You put the F where V was supposed to be. My favorite video I like watching. Of course, it's gonna be the very first one that's near and dear to my heart, because it's the first time I ever knew who Jesse was, when the father mowed down his video games. I also like the series with Uncle Chris. I'm a big, huge Uncle Chris fan. At first I didn't like him, but then he grew on me, Also stuff with Uncle Larry, because like Uncle Larry was sort of like Jesse's Yoda, like he has words of wisdom and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's oh yeah. All right, see you, Supersonic. Okay. All right. Let's do this drawing finally. We're gonna do this drawing finally. But like I said, it was only for those who were asking questions. So I want to thank you guys for asking so much good questions. Wait. There was two I saw. that I wanted to ask. Okay, Sasku. Before I do that, I want to ask. Sasku's asked, "What was the best day of your life?" All right. The best day of my life is when I won this. Yeah, when I won this, when I was in the RWA, won this title here. And that was like years ago. But anyway,
Best day of your life was when you won the title. Not when you married your wife or had a child. Are you kidding me?
I did that purposely to get under her skin.
Are you kidding me? You're in trouble, mister.
Well, anyway, to be ow, jeez. All right. To be perfectly honest, yes, it was marrying my wife and seeing my son born. Seeing my son born. That was it to me the best day of my life.
That's what you better say.
All right, Jesus. And I'm not saying it because she's behind me. I really mean it. Okay. All right. There was one person that was asked a weird question. I asked. Total Power was said, "Is there any adult humor from kids shows you know?" Oh yeah, there's so many. There's so many. Back in the day, there was a lot of adult humor. As a kid, it way over my head, but then as an adult, when you watch, like especially like Animaniacs, for example. Oh my God, there's so many adult humor stuff on there that was way over my head. And watch, I was like, holy shit. A lot of adult humor. All right. Before I answer some more questions, I'm gonna do this drawing right now. Like I said, thank you guys for your support and being part of this. And it really means a lot to me. And I know most of you are my subscribers. Like I said, I trust you guys. I know you guys are my subscribers, and I'm really happy that you guys came here, with your time just to watch me and answer your questions. And I hope you guys got to know me a little bit better. Okay. After this, if you like, I can answer a little bit more questions before closing out this stream. Okay. All right. So let's see. I have here on this random name picker that I found on, and so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people. 15 people are in this. So it's time for me to pick. Time for you to press that button where it says pick a random name. And it's for this right here. For this. All right. I'm closing my eyes and come on. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I couldn't believe it. Okay. The winner of this gift card. I like giving suspense. I love giving suspense. Because I pressed that button and it came up with a name. The winner is Gray Owen. Gray Owen, you won a $25 gift card to any place you want. And I'm not BSing. Like I said, I put it in the random name picker, press that button, and it picked your name. So congratulations on this, and thank you for being a subscriber of mine. Yes, you said what? Yes, I'm being honest with you, man. I'm being honest with you. You won won this, man. So congratulations. So I want to know, do you have a Twitter? So that way, if you have a Twitter, I would like to talk with you on Twitter so that way I get your information on, getting this out there, because I want to get this out there tomorrow so you get it as soon as possible. Yeah, man. Everyone's congratulating you, Gray. Yeah, congratulations, man. You deserved it. Yeah, if you want to know where I did the random pick, it's like this thing called miniwebtool.com/random-name-picker. I don't, but you can private message me on YouTube. Okay, awesome. That's good to hear. That is great to hear. So I can definitely get this out there. Okay. So we have our winner for the $25 gift card to Gray Owen. Congratulations. And again, thank you so much for your support. And thank you all for being so supportive of my channel. Now, there's another thing I said I was going to do. And that is, believe it or not, I'm going to ask a question. And the person that gets it right, I will give you a video shout out on my next few videos. I would say maybe 3 videos or so, something like that. Yeah, like 3 videos of mine. Okay, so if you guys get this right, the first person that gets this right will get a video shout out from me on my next 3 videos. And I'm going to actually the 3 videos, the ones I know is going to give me a lot of views, because I want that to be able to give you some much needed feedback and stuff because of that. So definitely, like, say videos that concerns Death Battle or my Death Battle predictions and stuff. Because my Death Battle prediction, I get like thousands and thousands of views on those. So probably those. Okay. So, all right. So here's the question. This might be a really easy one, but like I said, the first person that says the right answer, is going to win it. You're going to get that opportunity. All right. Here we go. I'm trying to think of a question.
Hey guys, this is Gray here, and today this is a very
I'm on Gray Owen's channel. Oh yeah, by the way, please subscribe to his channel, please, guys. Please. Trying to look how the try. It's been a while since I private messaged anybody on YouTube. It's been a while. So let me see messages. Okay, yeah, I remember you. Yeah, you sent me a private message over. Where's the prediction video? Tracer versus. Yeah, I remember you did that. Okay. So, all right, I'm sending you, Gray. I'm sending you a message right now. So I hope you get this. I really hope you get this. Okay. All right. All right, I just sent you. What I did was I just did a reply to the last private message you sent me a month ago, where you asked me where's the prediction for Tracer versus Scout. Which at first I wasn't planning on doing it because I didn't know much about it, but since you asked for it, I said, why not? I'll do it for you. And a lot of people liked it. I was surprised. A lot of people liked it. So yeah, it's $25 that you just got and you can use it anywhere you want. You know, if you want to buy a new toy, you want to buy a new game, or buy food or something like that. Can you drive, Gray? All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. I was thinking about the question. Okay. Here's the question. As you can see behind me, I am a Ninja Turtle fan.
No, really?
Be quiet. Now, here's a question I want to ask you guys. Which version of the Ninja Turtles is my all-time favorite? If you can guess that right, the person that gets it right first will get 3 video shout-outs on my next few videos. So I'll repeat again. Which version of the Ninja Turtles is my all-time favorite? All-time favorite version. And the reason why is because it was so close to the Mirage Studios comic books back in the day. It was so much close. Like from the first episode, they were saying the same line they said in the opening of their first comic book, which I actually had their first comic book. Unfortunately, it's not their first printing, but it's still the first comic book, you know. But
I didn't know that. I thought it was the 80s version.
No, heck no. Don't get me wrong, guys. I still love the 80s version. It's still near and dear to my heart. But when I watched the 2003 version and when I got to know more about the show, like the Mirage Studios, when I started buying their comic books, that just looks more. I guess it was more like young adult for me, you know, whereas the 80s was a kid show. So Brandon Mitchell, you definitely got video shout outs from me. Mostly from the videos, like say that has to do with Death Battle, because that's where I get most of my viewership. So I want to give you that shout out and hope that your channel would grow because of it. All right, guys. So yeah. If you like, you can ask me some more questions before I decide to go off the air. So let me see if there's any others. Yeah, and then Gray, did you check your private message? Because like I said, I sent something. I sent something to you asking for your address. I was trying to see if you, because I'm trying to remember how to send messages, because they rarely do that anymore, or even like compose one. You know, so still trying. Person info. Okay, you're in. Okay. Thank you. So that's how you do it. Well, is it on the about part? Okay, here we go. All right. I see it. What's your mailing? Okay, I sent you the private message, Gray. Thank you, at Killer 13. I know you. How's your dad? How's your dad Chris Dozer. How's your dad doing? I haven't seen him in a while since the chop shop closed down, unfortunately. Good. And how's your channel doing? I haven't watched your channel in a while. How's the your channel doing? That's good. All right. Supersonic, yes, I'm so close to 450 subs. Need 3 more subs, then I make a special video. Well, let me give you a little shout. Since you were a part of this, I'll give you a little shout out. Guys, please subscribe to Supersonic X so you can make it up there. So you can make it up to 450. Why stop at 450? Go to 500, my friend. Go to thousands. You're on the road to 1,000. Shoot to the moon. You know, as I always end my videos, always dream big. You know what I mean? Always dream big. Thank you, Sasuke, for subscribing to him. Thank you. And you know what, sir? Oh, yeah, you know, I just forgot, too. I just forgot something, Brandon. I forgot something to do, Brandon. I said that I would subscribe to your channel. And here you go. I subscribed to your channel because you got that thing right. So I forgot to do that. Oh. Okay, you saw Gray sent the private message to me. So let's see.
What's the name of the one looking to hit 450?
Okay. So if you live in... Okay, good. Like I said, don't worry. It's on private. No one else sees this but me, but I'm not going to leak your information. Okay? Don't worry. Okay. Yeah, so don't worry, Gray. It will not be leaked. No, don't worry. I'm not going to say it. Don't worry. Like I said, I'm not going to. It's private. Just you and me know it. And like I said, it's going to be sent out tomorrow.
But honey, what's the name of the person trying to get to 450?
The one that's trying to get to 450 is Supersonic X. Yeah, my wife's going to subscribe to you, Supersonic X.
Supersonic X?
Yep, all one word. Galvatrix says, oh, he was talking to Richard about, I really wish the original Teen Titans came with season 6. I agree. The way they ended it, where that girl seemed to be Tara. I think it was Tara, but pretending that she didn't know Beast Boy. I don't know why they ended that way. It was so anticlimactic, in my opinion. They should have had a season 6. I don't know if that Tokyo movie counts as a continuation. I'm not sure. But it was such a good... It was such a great show back then. All right. AT Killer 13 was asking me, am I into The Walking Dead? Hell yeah, I'm into The Walking Dead. I still haven't finished season 6 yet because I really can't wait to see I really can't wait to see season 7 to see who that guy kills. I have a feeling it's Glenn because of the what do you call it? Because of the comic book. But knowing the comic book, they did change some stuff for the purpose of the TV show. So I don't know. I don't know. They might just change it just for because Glenn is such a popular character. Well, we'll see what happens. Ask a few more questions. Deadpool 9000. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. It's hard to be. Have you played any Final Fantasy games? Heck, yes, I have. Final Fantasy VII was my very first Final Fantasy game, and I also played Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy 12, and that's it. I'm trying to get Final Fantasy 13. I want to try that out for the 360. And when I finally get the next gen consoles, I'll definitely try Final Fantasy 15 that's coming out pretty soon. Actually, it's coming out. It's just around the corner, actually. Still love that. I still love that song they use of Stand By Me just to promote that. You know? All right. See you later, Supersonic X. Hopefully...
Found him and subscribed, just to let you know.
Yeah. My wife found and subscribed to you, so I hope you made up to 450. But again, shoot for the moon. Go for 1,000. You know. Galatrix says, the original Powerpuff Girls and the original Teen Titans will always be my favorite. Yes, it's always near and dear to my heart. What? Why, Cartoon Network? Why are you doing this to these favorite cartoons? My favorite cartoons. You just pretty much killed it. You killed it all. You know, I can't. I don't even recognize Cartoon Network anymore. Yes, I'm ranting. Yes, I'm a 30-something person that wants his Cartoon Network back. I know most of you want Cartoon Network back. Jeez Louise. I mean, I can't believe it. Yeah, Teen Titans Go episode will piss off anyone in this. Yeah, I agree, Richard. It would. And like I said, unfortunately, when you have a child that loves it so much, dude, do you like Adventure Time? No. I don't like all these new network. Poopy. Yeah, I said poopy. What are you going to do about it? And don't get me wrong. I know some people is going to like. Some people will like it. I know some people like. I know some adults like, you know, even Adventure Time and Angry Grandpa, even Steven Universe. But it's just not my cup of tea. And yes, I agree, Galvatrex. Cartoon Network killed my childhood. This childhood. My childhood. A lot of 30-somethings childhood. You know? And Gray, yes. We should hashtag it. Make Cartoon Network great again. For God's sakes, make it great again, man. Give me my Dexter's Laboratory. Give me my Johnny Bravo. Codename Kids Next Door. Even Courage the Cowardly Dog. And Nickelodeon, the same thing is killing me, except for Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles is the only thing I like from Nickelodeon. And I can tolerate Alvin and the Chipmunks. I can tolerate that. But make these channels great again, man. It's ruining kids' minds, man. Come on. And yes, Gray. And bring that back. Bring back Toonami the way it used to be. Even though I hear they're doing really well with One Punch Man. I think that's the only thing that's good about Cartoon Network is Toonami and Adult Swim. That's it. That's it. That's it. I want to answer some questions before I cry. All right, your thoughts on 1 Minute Melee, favorite and worst battle, who you want to see, and one you're confused about. Total Power. I love 1 Minute Melee. ever since they started with Screw Attack. Ever since they started with Screw Attack, I just love them to death. I love them to death. But I would have to say it's hard to say because I love most of their battles. Like what's my favorite 1 minute melee battle? There's a couple. Like one of them is Sephiroth versus Virgil was a really good one. Oh my god, that was a really good one. I also liked I liked the Superman versus Saitama one. I really did like that one. And Ippo versus Little Mac was awesome. You know, I also liked the trilogy of Akuma versus I forgot that guy's name. Oh my god, you might say it on the thing, but yeah. My least favorite. I don't really have a least favorite because, like I said, I like mainly most of the things that they did. You know, it's hard to say. There were some confusing ones. I'm trying to think off the top of my head some confusing ones that kind of like scratched my head. Okay, yeah, I do have one that's my least favorite. That fight with Terry Bogard versus that guy. It was in the first one. It kind of hurt me when I saw Terry Bogard lose because of, And plus, there's no research, so yeah, I get to be biased on this one, okay, guys? So, okay, John Zillahan. Hey, what's up, man? Who's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character? Piccolo. Easy. Love Piccolo to death, man. That original badass, whether it's on Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. Sadly, in like Dragon Ball GT, he was kind of in the back burner a little bit. As for Super, I haven't seen Super much, so I don't know what he's been doing in Super. I did see, Battle of the Gods, that movie. Or is it Battle of Gods? I don't know. But yeah, yeah, see you, Rich. I'm gonna be closing out soon too, man. But yeah. But yeah, Piccolo has always been my favorite character. Alright. Alright, see you, Sasco. Thank you for showing up, man. Thank you. And Gray, you asked, you like Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network? I don't like them both right now. I don't like them both. If Piccolo ate a pickle, would he transform into Pickle? Really, 9,000? Really? Really? We're gonna do puns here now? What the hell? Backhand you. And I know who you are. I know who you are. We're gonna have a good talk on Facebook. Watch. I'm gonna mention your name, but we do have something in common. We both like Sean Piccinino. If you don't know who Sean Piccinino is, guys, go to Truly Indie Studios on YouTube. Great, awesome stuff. Can you react to Metal Gear Pancake? Don't know what that is, but I'm trying not to do too much reaction videos unless it's something I'm really interested in. Like the fact that like I'm really into the crossover battles, so that's where I'm going to do mostly when it comes to reaction videos. And I did get requests from even content creators to react to their work, like Heroes with Issues and 6 Feet Down Under kind of thing. So I know some people ask me to react to this, react to that, but that's I'm kind of like trying not to do too much reactions of things that I'm not really that interested in. Because I took requests before and react to them, and I look back and I'm like, ugh, I didn't like how I reacted to them, because I don't like just staring. I like to talk through it of what I'm watching and reacting, because I don't want people to think I'm just doing it, just, freebooting and stuff. But if I feel like I put in like my commentary on it and stuff, kind of making people want to go and watch the original video, that's what I do. All right. All right. But anyway, guys, I'm actually gonna close out for tonight. I'm really happy you guys came over to this Q&A. I'm glad I was able to answer most of you guys' questions. With the little people that came in, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for participating in this. And like I said, even if it was 10 or 20, it was easily manageable than 1,000. I mean, it's flattering I can get 1,000 people, but I don't want people to think that I'm ignoring them. You know what I mean? And I try to go to different people as best as I could. You know what I mean? So I'm really happy you guys participate in this and stayed. Some of you stayed along with me for almost close to 2 hours now. Wow, that's a long. But yeah, and the fact that you guys helped me to get to over 2,500 subscribers means a lot to me, guys. It really means a lot to me. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And and even this, I couldn't have done it without my wife and my son, because they're part of this too. We do the videos together, and you're gonna see more stuff of my son's own stuff. With Desi's adventures and stuff. You're gonna see more of his stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, every single one of you guys, thank you and people who are watching this. I know this is going to be up again. All the people I've mentioned, answer their questions. Please go subscribe to their channels. Please go subscribe to them. I'm giving them every single one of you guys. All right. Really, thank you guys. Thank you so much. And for our next podcast. Not this one, but our Nerdbender podcast, we're going to talk about Marvel, and we're going to have a special, really, really, really special guest. So, yeah, so this is going to be awesome, man. It's going to be awesome. So, can't wait for you guys to see that pretty soon. All right, guys. Going to be to other people, tell your friends about me and stuff, and we'll see what goes from there, guys. Again, thank you guys so much for being part of this. All right, guys. So this is Duo Dreamer. Oh yeah, one more thing. Because this went so well, I will be doing another live stream, just me, down the line, and this time it's gonna be another giveaway, but we'll see what happens or what the next giveaway is. So I'm not going to tell you now. I'll tell you in the future. All right, guys. So this is Duo Dreamer. Thank you very much. And please, guys, continue to dream big. Later, guys.